It's kind of a side effect of something I didn't plan for, but I'm gonna pretend like I did.
Yeah, we're gonna pretend like this was all planned. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Spyder Garage. We are in a time crunch. As I stand here today, we have only 12 days to get this done before Power Tour. And the last time that you guys saw us, we were scrambling to get an axle done, the fuel system done, radiator figured out, steering column, steering gear. All of that's still on the table. We've actually not made almost any progress since I saw you last. I had to travel overseas for work. I'm just now back from that. Nathaniel was out of state as well. We're just now getting back to this with 12 days left. So the fortunate thing is I was actually supposed to be on another week-long trip for work the week prior to Power Tour, meaning I would have gotten back just the day before Power Tour started. That trip has now, luckily, thankfully, been canceled. So I got the full 12 days. Now, I still have a full-time job. I'm still working 40, 50, 60 hours a week, somewhere in the middle of trying to get all this done. So it doesn't mean I have a full 12 days. So some of you are thinking, wow, you got plenty of time. No, we don't. Let me show you around and give you an idea of what we're up against. Starting up front here with the engine, we're still working on a cold air intake system. The filter I ordered did not come in. I'm not sure why. I'll have to check on that, but I did manage to pick up one of these from a friend down the road. I ordered a new radiator thinking that would save me some time. The problem is I ordered a new radiator. It doesn't have a radiator cap, and I didn't realize that was, it's the one that was actually for this motor from a 2003 Suburban. But it means I've got to get a pressurized overflow tank. That's on order, should be here tomorrow. Hey, bud.
Right.
We still have the axle issue. This is the old 12 bolt that's just kind of tucked under here right now to get out of the way. But as we were working on this, you guys saw that the retainer pin bolt broke. That is one thing that Nathaniel was able to fix, or at least remedy, while I was gone. And I bought a kit to drill that out. He was able to get that bolt out. Right now we're having trouble getting the backing plate off. Look how old this thing is. It's been sitting there forever. This thing was full of mud and water. I'm hoping the gears themselves are actually okay. The plan is to rebuild this with new bearings, new seals, new pinion seal as well. Put the new retainer bolt in there, put the axles back in, and seal this thing up, put fluid in it. I don't even think we have time to clean it up and paint it. Just get it back under the truck and bolt it up. The exhaust system is 90% done, but it's not been fully welded yet. We got to get that done. We got a brand new steering column from I Did It. It's an amazing column, we love it, but one issue we did run into with the new I Did It column is that the mechanical linkage you see right there for the gear shift interfered with our new Flowmaster U-Fit exhaust system. So Nathaniel was able to bend that out of the way, actually kind of flip that bracket around and then make a dent in the exhaust. And right now it allows us to get into drive.
That's it.
And that's it, yeah, but not the lower gears.
And if you go to second, it gets stuck.
Yeah,
So,
I'm
I'm probably gonna take it out again and bang it a bit more. It's not. I can still bang on the exhaust without hurting it.
Yeah.
Without causing any damage.
Yeah, we can probably bang it some more and get it. But for now, at least we're in drive. That makes us functional.
Yeah.
Still waiting on an adapter to go from the old Saginaw steering box to the now metric and a different flare style power steering pump. You guys are probably familiar with that. We thought we had a new high pressure line that would actually do that was metric on one side and SAU on the other, but it didn't work. So we're just going to go with the old standby Dirty Dingo brass adapter that we used on Miles. That should be in the mail tomorrow. Yeah, and that's not even all the stuff. That's just the highlights of more of the major stuff. There's a lot of little stuff. We got lights, we got the windshield still to finish up. We have a light bar to install. We got tail lights that haven't been wired up yet. We got brand new headlights to put in. We got all kinds of stuff, but 12 days to do it. I got a friend coming over to help us out later today as well. You guys will see him kind of in and out in the background here, and wish us luck, guys. By the end of this video, hopefully this thing will be running and we'll see you guys on Power Tour. All right, well, first headache of the day, Nathaniel's trying to get this backing plate off and those bolts just will not come off. I've stood on this axle and tried to hold it steady while he uses a long pry bar on that and it won't break loose.
Yeah.
So we're gonna try flipping it over to see if maybe the pumpkin itself will hold itself against the ground and give us a little leverage. Working?
Yep.
Yeah, there we go. Nice.
how these AM lines work. Yeah. So we got a different kind from the last time we did this. With a slightly different fitting.
Yeah, well, we got
PTFE.
PTFE.
Which I didn't know that was different because he ordered it.
Yep. My bad.
It's alright. And the fitting was a little different with these like little aluminum ferrules that go inside of it.
Yeah, we didn't have ferrules before.
So I was trying to, this whole time I was trying to use this different type of fitting on the old line. Because that was what needed to come off the tank first, and that's what I was working on. And it didn't fit, and I couldn't figure out why. Because it was different.
It's not made for that line.
Yeah, completely not made for it.
So what is
PTFE.
PTFE.
It's like, it's made for...
It's got the plastic line in the middle.
It's made for like E85.
Yep.
So you can run that if you want. But basically you have to peel back the braided line and then run that aluminum ferrule over top the plastic only.
Right.
So,
you see how much thicker the old line is as well? Plus it's got a rubber insert.
Yeah. This is
not made for E85.
This is way easier now that I figured it out.
Yeah, like we'll buy this from now on.
Yeah.
The problem is I thought 6AN was 6AN, and so all the 6AN fittings I got with this kit don't work with the old line. All the old 6AN fittings I got for the old line don't work with the new line either. So yeah, we're now kind of scrambling, trying to mix and match what we have to work together.
I think we have enough, but
yeah,
Sean's bringing some old stuff too.
Yeah,
so
yeah. Hopefully between the two of us, we'll have enough. But yeah, we just figured out how to put this together, and super easy. And if I ever buy 6AN line again and fittings, I'll get the PFT. I can't say it.
PTFE.
PTFE.
Like personal training for everyone.
There you go. So we just mocked up the fuel line along the frame rail.
Shorter than I thought it would maybe be.
That end is at the fuel filter.
Yep.
That is actually right here at the intake.
This is like the halfway mark.
And that was a halfway mark of what we actually had to use. So that tells us we got plenty of 6AN fuel line to use, which is great.
Yeah.
So Nathaniel's going to assemble that line because he's getting really good at it now.
Yep.
And I'm going to work on mounting a fuel filter on the bottom side of the truck here. Nathaniel's got the AN fuel lines to the tank routed.
Yep. I got these short ones that run to the edge of the tank, so when we have to drop it eventually,
we can just disconnect it right there.
Yeah.
That was smart thinking, bud.
Well, it also just worked out what we had.
Well, yeah, true. This is the old
this
AN
is kind
line.
of a side effect of something I didn't plan for, but I'm going to pretend like I did.
Yeah, we're going to pretend like this was all planned.
Yeah.
That looks good, dude.
Yeah.
All right, quick little update. We've saved you guys the trouble of watching us anguish over this thing. We've tried everything to get these out. Most of the lips on the inside of the race are now completely broken off or shattered. There's nothing really to grab onto. So our last ditch effort here, we've tried ice, we've tried heat, we've tried shafts from the other direction, we've tried, everything. So now the idea is to drill a hole through the axle into the race and see if I can't punch it down with a punch, maybe bend it down or break it or something. I mean, if we have to, we can even weld the hole shut, but that is literally about the only thing we got left. So I'm going to drill a hole right now, start with a punch, get the drill bit through there, and see if that does anything for us. All right, here goes nothing. Whoa. You okay?
Yeah,
I'm good.
a little bit. Wow. You bend it?
It punched through the bearing, through the race, but did not even bend it.
A crack at it all on the inside. Let's kick it up a little bit. Move the light.
Nope.
No crack.
Just a hole right through it.
All right.
That's insane.
Holy cow.
Maybe do another one next to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're not hurting anything. You can weld those.
Yep.
Shut,
If we get too close to each other, maybe we can cause it to crack.
Yeah. All right.
All right, bring it back down together. Another hole.
Some guy with that owns an axle shop is losing his crap right now watching you do this the wrong way.
I know. So many people yelling at us right now.
Yeah.
And there goes my punch. Punch I've had 30 some years.
Wow.
Not even a dent on the other side. Not even a dent. Well, I don't know, man. Like, what do I do? Keep drilling holes? Where'd it go? Oh, here it is. Guys, we got it.
Yes.
We took that long bar, and after we got the one hole drilled in there, focus, that seemed to break it loose enough, because we've tried pounding with that bar quite a bit before, and it didn't do a doggone thing. And this time it only took us two good hits, and boom, the whole thing came flying out. So, since it worked so well, we're going to try it on the other side.
We'll see what happens.
Yep.
Hey, that's good.
Whoa! Look at it go flying.
Nice.
That's the way to do it.
We are back in business, boys. Sweet. Seriously, that was about a showstopper there if we couldn't get those out.
Why they drove 6 hours to do it?
We are too. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, I'm going home.
Yeah. All right, you can go now.
Yep.
Okay, done for the night. Wow, black in my face, hair's crazy. Anyway, let me show you what we did. We got the radiator installed, we got the fan shroud installed, we got the fan itself installed, which was a little difficult because the threads were boogered up a little bit. Radiator hoses, steering shaft is getting there, almost done. Trying to figure out a solution for the surge tank. We just had this laying around. This is off the old Corvette.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to splice it into the heater hose here somewhere because it actually is the one that holds pressure. I'll get a cap for that tomorrow. We'll custom make a mount to hang this up there. Be done with it. Stop spending money on new parts. Underneath, we got half of the exhaust all the way to the end welded up. We'll finish the second half tomorrow.
A little tailpiece at the end to weld, and then exhaust hangers.
Yeah, we can't really finish it until we get 3 exhaust hangers. That'll be tomorrow at the parts store.
Yep. Once we do that, the axle goes in, the gas tank goes in.
Yeah, let me show you the most exciting thing that happened. Exciting thing that happened today. Yeah, I'm tired. I can't talk. That silly little thing that fought us all afternoon is pretty much ready to go back in the truck. It's got new axle bearings. It's got new axle seals. It's got a new pinion seal. We're good to go. Finally got those old bearings and races out, so we'll clean that thing up, punch it back in the Blazer tomorrow, and then we'll get the fuel tank in tomorrow as well. See you guys in the morning. Good morning, everybody. Back out here in the garage today. Got quite a bit done yesterday in the radiator section of the truck here. A little bit of the exhaust. Figured out the fuel system and the tank, although it's not installed yet because we want to get a few other things done first before it goes up permanently. And today, we're working on all the little small things like the throttle cable, trying to get it routed in here. We're not even sure if this one's going to work. This one's for a 2003 Suburban, which is what this motor was, but I don't know, it looks a little short. But right now we're just struggling getting the old one out of here. Nathaniel's on the other side of the firewall over there. Hey, bud.
Right.
Trying to reach the back of this so I can pull the tabs out and then push this one through. Sean's over here working on an overflow expansion tank system for this because this has no radiator cap, and just working on a bracket to mount it over here. We're going cheap. We grabbed the expansion tank off of the Corvette chassis over here that went to the old LT1, and I don't have to buy a $62 tank. So we're going to recycle everything we can because I'm hemorrhaging money on this this whole thing right now. Anyway, making progress. Nope. Try it now, bud.
Try what?
Hook it up.
I still see daylight.
I know. The rubber seal's off, that's why.
Oh, okay.
See if you can get a small flat blade and kind of
Bend the tabs out.
pry those tabs out so it won't pop through.
Hey, there's some throttle action there.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's pull on the cable.
How long does it take to put a throttle cable in?
At least 2 hours.
2 hours. 15 minutes to put the motor in, 2 hours to put a throttle cable in.
Yep. I can't really push it down.
Okay.
Well, it's staying, so that's fine by me. All right, so Nathaniel's been down underneath. Got the cable hooked up to the gas pedal, but what we discovered is the cable was just a little too long, and there's no way to recrimp it. So what we're going to do is take this bracket over to the bandsaw, cut this tab off, slide it back to where it actually makes this cable taut, and then re-weld it on back further on this bracket, this factory bracket there. We could have gone with low car, but low car is kind of expensive, and this is very much a budget build.
Yeah.
So cutting and welding is what we're going to do. Got it.
I think. Oh. Huh.
What's that?
That's me going from about half throttle back to the resting position.
All right.
Oh, wow.
Your back some.
All right.
Good. Got a couple good ones.
Yep. I'll take it off.
All right, we've reached a significant moment here in the evolution of this truck, and that is that stupid axle is finally about to go back in.
Yes.
It's fought us every step of the way. In fact, just even a couple minutes ago, the fill plug on the side of the thing was completely rusted shut. And it took forever to get that thing loose. So now we think we're ready. Once we get it mounted back up, we're going to clean the heck out of the inside first before we put in the actual diff fluid in there. But we're going to get it mounted for now, and then get the tank up. Then we'll know where to final weld the exhaust to make sure it clears the tank and the axle and everything under there. So anyway.
Is that what I was supposed to wait for before I welded the exhaust?
Yes.
No, too late.
Too late. Okay, well, it's going in anyway. All right, I stand corrected. What I meant to say was we haven't hung the exhaust, and we can actually still make some slight adjustments with the hangers that we don't have for it yet.
Yes.
It's fully welded, but after this is in and the tank is in, then we'll hang it where we need to.
Yep.
All right, back to the axle. All right, before I clean this thing up, I want you to see just how rusty the inside of this axle was. Just the shaft itself, if that gives you any indication as to what we were dealing with and what we've been fighting.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't want that crusty on there, so I'll get the cheap wire wheel, cheap poker, whatever you want to call it. Get that cleaned up. Those are on there tighter, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
Cool. Maybe the new ones will go on tight too.
Hopefully.
So we had to order a Dirty Dingo power steering line adapter from Amazon, and the bag came empty. So we're out of time. We're gonna have to steal it off of Miles here. So Nathaniel's gonna park Miles over there against the woods in our used car parking lot over there, and we're gonna steal it off of here. Might not be the last thing we steal off of him, but for now we're gonna have to take that off, use it for now until a new one comes in. The other thing we're gonna have to borrow off of Miles is the can, the little handheld there, because there's a shortage of ECUs right now, And we had to borrow an ECU to get the truck to work, but we also got to borrow the can off of Miles here to get him programmed and started. So little by little, we'll get him closer to starting, but we're gonna have to borrow parts. There we go.
There we go.
Okay.
Cool.
All right, big update. The gas tank is in, the fuel filler neck is in, transmission cooler is in, radiator is completely fabbed up, expansion tank is completely fabbed up. Even the heater hoses we had to redo twice because we just happened to get, now all of a sudden we have a leak on our heater core, so we had to reroute the heater hoses away from it. Still works.
Yep.
Cold air intake system is on. And now we're filling the truck up with oil.
New spark plugs, wires are on.
Yep, new spark plugs, wires.
Yeah.
Well, old wires, new spark plugs.
Good enough.
And yeah, here we go.
Do the long pour. How high can you go up? Just kidding. Stop. Not with the price of oil today.
Yeah. All right, we shut the cameras off for a while and just got busy. We got a lot of stuff done tonight. Feels pretty good. It's really just a matter of time before we fire this thing up tomorrow. So on that note, we're going to call it a night. We'll see you guys in the morning. All right, welcome back, everybody. I think this is the one. I think this is where we're going to finally fire up the Blazer today after doing the LS swap and an axle swap and the Terminator X install, a brand new exhaust system, all the things to make this thing a reliable daily driver and to make it on Power Tour, which is only at this point 10 days away, maybe 9. I'm not really sure. Anyway, we hope it happens today. We just got a little bit of wiring to do for the fuel pump. We got, what else, Sean? I can't even think.
Fuel pump, exhaust hangers. We got to wire up the Terminator a little bit more. Main power, got the battery cable on it, starter on it.
Yeah, a little bit of wiring. That's about it. Anyway, here we go. Have power now, and no smoke, didn't spark, no load.
Well, I haven't looked up for too long, but yeah.
Yeah, Sean is hooking up the fuel pump wire, and that is about the last thing to do, besides main power.
Steering pump. Or
Power steering pump, yeah, as soon as we get the part off of Miles. Yeah, you're right.
The low tankless fuel pump that'll work directly with a Holly system without a relay.
Yes, it's less than 15 amps is what, yeah, you don't have to have a relay for it.
Nice.
Yep. All right, we're getting closer. At some point, we'll have to run out the miles and steal that little brass adapter that'll go right there on the back of the pump. And then we can fire this thing up. You know it's getting close when you're putting on the air cleaner.
Yeah. Cool.
Good?
Yeah.
All right. Man, Miles needs a bath.
Yeah, no kidding.
All right, you know.
Yeah, we'll just start trying them.
Yep. It's probably metric though, I would guess.
Yeah. And the pump there, no.
Gonna have to take the line itself off, I think, first too. Or
Yeah,
at
let's
least
get
break
the
the
line
two
off.
apart.
Let's get the line off and then just get a socket.
Yeah.
That's big enough.
Yeah. Okay, got it.
Got it.
Yep, there it is.
Yep. That's what we need.
That little thing right there is what Amazon shipped me.
An
Air
empty
in a bag.
package.
Yeah, air in a bag.
Yep. Yep, that's it.
Any leaks?
I hope not. If it is, we're going to have a big problem.
Nope, not leaking. Oh wow, it's weird. You just
You hear it?
yeah, you just hear it.
All the way empty tank.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't have a vacuum source because
That's okay.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna run that.
the fuel pump's on.
Okay, turn it off.
Prime worked. No leak there. Anything out of the truck?
I smell gas, but I don't know if it's from the... No leak there. All these fittings are dry.
Alright, go ahead and turn it off and back on. I'll bleed some air out of it.
It's already off.
Okay, turn it back on.
Hold on.
I'm getting pressure up here. Air.
Sweet.
Off. On. Off.
That sounds better. That's more air.
Yeah. Alright, go ahead, do it again. There you go.
There we go. I can hear it coming up here now. Yep.
Fuel.
There we go. Holy moly.
Alright, let's go.
Yeah, let's get the can
minutes.
programmed. All right, you doing the thing?
Doing the thing. So, got a Wizards, GCF Wizard, and then you're in the initial setup, basically.
Okay.
So, we have that. Slick system type is an LS.
Yep.
It's 8 cylinders. Firing order is only one option. Cubic inches, we'll do liters.
Yep.
It is not 11. 5.3. Target idle speed, I'm going to set it at, what, 800?
Yep.
Camshaft specs, below 235
Yeah, for sure.
duration. It's a 24 tooth.
Yep.
43 pound
Yep.
injectors. Injectors are OEM, correct?
Yep.
Whoops. There you go. Part number is written down.
2531.
7628.
Yep, that's it right there.
Yep.
Power adder, none.
Not
Map
yet.
sensor,
Stock.
GM pin,
Hold on. Is there a Holly one? Internal 1 bar.
internal 1
That's
bar.
it, yeah.
Drive-by-wire, no.
Nope.
IAC type, there's only one option.
Yep.
No transmission.
There you go.
It's
Build your file.
Nice.
Go in the file. And I'll go in the file to make sure that's the one loaded, because I've got a few on this SD card from Miles.
Oh, right, yeah. You can rename it too, I guess, if you want.
Yep, so that's the one we just created.
Hold on. Focus. There we go. Yep.
I'm just gonna press upload to ECU just in case.
Okay.
I got all my other ones loaded as these.
Oh yeah, the tune and yeah, for drag week and normal driving, yeah.
Yep.
Okay. We're ready to start this thing, right?
We're ready to start.
Holy cow. Okay. Try one more time.
I didn't do a TBS reset. Should I do that?
Oh, we didn't do that.
I'm gonna do that real quick.
Okay.
Alright, go ahead.
Yeah, go for it.
You're gonna be right there.
Sure.
Yeah, okay.
Give it time.
No vacuum to the ECM.
Yeah, we forgot the vacuum line. Do I even have enough vacuum line to go that far?
I was checking it set at the right fuel ratio. It's just probably like 10. Right?
Yeah.
All right, we just let it run in idle, trying to get it up to temperature. So far, I can see that the system's pressurized and that the expansion tank is working. What's the temp at right now, bud?
175.
Huh?
175.
175. So we think the thermostat's a 180, maybe a 190, but we'll know soon. I'll tell you what. Yeah. That is already the most amazing sounding exhaust I think I've ever heard. I think I know what I want for my car now. Oh my gosh, this is so good. Well, first impressions?
Great. That was great.
Yeah.
So far, at least. So.
Yep. Now we're just down to buttoning up the wiring inside because it's all just kind of laying out.
Yeah.
And throwing apart.
Stuff like a axle with brakes.
Yeah. Yep. Bleed the brakes. Throw that axle back together. Get some diff fluid in there. Put the tires back on and go for a drive.
Yeah, do it. All right.
All right, let's do that.
Probably do this side first. Far this away.
Okay.
So here's the 5/16 you need.
Well, this is pretty exciting. Putting the wheels back on. I think we're gonna go for a little drive.
Yeah, should. We've got the brakes bled. We're still having trouble with the rear, but the fronts are good enough.
Yeah, we think the proportioning valve is jacked up. We thought we'd rebuilt it sort of, but apparently it's still restricted somehow with the flow to the rear brakes. That's fine, we'll get a new one. But we got enough brakes to drive it, so that's what we're gonna do. It barely came down. Yeah. Oh, wow. ride?
Sure.
All right, let's go.
There.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Something's hitting the fan. Stop. Yeah. This is shaking. No, I thought it was hitting the fan the way it was shaking like that.
I heard it shaking.
Yeah. We need to secure that down a little better, but it didn't come loose. It just...
It's not gonna hit the fan. Okay.
No, it's
We're
just shaking.
The trans lines are shaking. Yeah, it's just up against it.
Why is it shaking so much though? That's weird.
Is it hitting the front drive shaft or the diff? That's what it's doing.
That's what it is.
Put it in park.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Have to crawl under there and bend it.
Yep, I need to bend it all the way. It's making impact with something.
It turned on.
Oh yeah. Oh gosh, yeah. Yeah, the U-joint or the no, the yoke of the front drive shaft is rubbing up against it.
Oh, okay.
Let me try to bend it out of the way. Might get a new starter soon, it sounds like.
I think that's the flywheel.
Okay.
Either way. Have you ever hooked up the modulator?
I did hook it back up, but I'll have to check to make sure it's still hooked up.
Okay. It just shifted, so I assume it's good.
Yeah, it would have taken a lot longer. Sorry, a lot longer to shift without it. We haven't adjusted the modulator though.
Yeah. Shifted again, I think.
It did. It's in third now.
Yeah. Yeah, it always shifts really early with the LS stuff.
Yeah.
On the road now.
Yep. Same thing happened with Miles. Oh yeah, your door. Oh. Oh, the tank is rolling around back there? Okay. All right. Sounds so good. Should have shifted by now.
Oh, no. There it goes. There it goes.
Yeah, I finally did when you let off the gas, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to adjust it a bit.
Yeah.
Power steering's great though.
Yeah, get
sorry.
that.
Should have taken that tank out.
Yeah, the tank is rolling around back there. You're clear on the right. Not shifting down. You got no kick down.
Well,
You have to do it manually, just like Miles.
yeah, I know. $197?
like it?
It reminds me of riding around my dad's square body as a kid. Like this was, Dad had a really good exhaust. He had 2 glass packs on his. The gold long bed C10 or K10 truck. I used to love riding that thing just because of the exhaust. In fact, I got a speeding ticket just because I was rapping out the exhaust. That was the ticket that finally put me over the edge. I had to go to the Vinci driver's school to get my points back on my license because of the exhaust. Well, because I was an idiot, but it's because of the exhaust. Of course, I tell you this so that you don't repeat the same mistake. This is educational.
Okay, it drives. That's all I was gonna say.
Yeah, it drives really well. I figured out a couple things that we need to fix. We're going to do those behind the scenes. We're going to turn the cameras off and fix a couple things that we noticed. The vacuum line that's missing on the modulator, a couple wiring things, some lights that are loose. Brakes.
Yeah.
Need a new proportion valve, but
Yeah.
we'll do all that behind the scenes. We got a few upgrades planned for this thing, and you'll see that on the very next episode. So thanks for watching, guys. We appreciate you very much. Take care.